All right, you've made your list, you've checked it twice, and you're about to find out if the record gods have been naughty or nice. We're talking about additions and cancellations for the Record Store Day Black Friday list. Stick around and we'll dive in. All right, hey everybody. As always, the list that initially comes out doesn't always live up to what it's meant to be. You know, there's times where you get a few additions and unfortunately some subtractions. The list that came out on September 14th changed dramatically since then up until now. I'm recording this about 2 weeks out from Record Store Day Black Friday, and when I was checking what my store was hoping to carry, I noticed that they had several items removed, and I ultimately came upon a list of additions and cancellations. Now, in some cases, you know, because of, especially with this backlog that we've all heard about, and you know, I think we're all comically blaming Adele for now because it's come out that her newest album has been jamming up record plants for the last 6 months. But as happens every year, I think there's releases that are meant to get released, and you know they just can't make the deadline in time. Sometimes you hear about things with quality control where they'll press the records, they do not live up to what they should be, and then they just get canceled completely. In many cases, these are simple postponements, and they come out at a later date. But in other cases, you know, items that you'll find on the list just vanish completely, never to come out again. And you know, you just never quite tell. With some of those that don't have, you know, a postponement date or some sort of further explanation as to what the reasoning for will happen. So I've got a pretty substantial list here. So I'll go through the additions first. Added John Hicks Trio, Is That So? Added, I'm not familiar with this artist, so pardon me if I butcher it, Matata Independence. Added Nora Jones, Please Christmas Don't Be Late. It's a 3-inch record for the little players that have come out previously. Added Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid, Trust Fund Babies. Added Claro Sling. Added one more. Added Foo Fighters, Making a Fire. That's the Mark Ronson reversion. The B-side, Chasing Birds, with the Preservation Hall Jazz Band reversion. So that's exciting. We're getting Foo Fighters. Now for the removals. Foo Fighters, Making a Fire. So that 7-inch that was a late addition to the list has been canceled. As far as that one goes, it will be released at a later date. When that date is has to be determined. You know, it could be Record Store Day 22. It could just be postponed to a later date. Who knows? Additional removals. Thelonious Monk Septet, Monk's Music. No future release date has been given at this time. Billy Gibbons Hardware. No future release date has been given at this time. David Crosby and Graham Nash, Wind on the Water. That's a reissue. No future date given. Rockness Monster of Helta Skelta. He's on Fire. B-side is Faith. That will be released at a later date. No date given at this time. Tesla's Mechanical Resonance has been removed from the list. No future information given. Poison, Flesh and Blood, removed from the list. No future information given. Night Rangers, Somewhere in California. It will be released at a later date. When that is has to be determined. Cali Sin Miedo del Amar y Demonios. Demonios. Pardon my butchering of that. It will be released at a later date. Tank and Bangas, The Big Outside, has been moved to December 17th. So that just sounds like it wasn't going to make the cut in time to get out there for Record Store for Black Friday, but it will be out shortly. Pucifier Existential Reckoning live at Arcansanti. It will be released at a future date, has not been determined. Angelo Badalamenti, Blue Velvet, original motion picture soundtrack. Obviously, just the soundtrack for the movie Blue Velvet. It's the deluxe edition. It has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. High Pulp, Mutual Attraction Volume 3, moved to Record Store Day 2022. Dave Davies' Kinked has been moved to December 10th, so that's one that appears to just unable to make the cut in time. Here's one that I was kind of on the fence of anyway. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. Lou Reed and Chris Christopherson, the Bottom Line Archive series, in their own words, with Vin Scelsa, that has been moved to December 10th as well. Twisted, I Tried to Warn You, has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. Sauron Baronian, The Middle Eastern Soul of Carly Records, has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. A couple more removals that have been just postponed slightly. Sunrise, Omniverse, they were going to have a CD and an LP. Both of those have been postponed until December 10th. There's a various artists release, Latin Legends Live. It will be released at a later date, no date given. LA Guns, Walking the Dead, has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. Gavin Rossdale's Wanderlust has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. Alice Cooper's Brutal Planet has been moved to Record Store Day 2022. And then lastly is one that was on my list for Record Store Day Black Friday. Sadly, I won't be getting it, but it will be coming out on Record Store Day 2022, and that is the Jim Carroll Band Catholic Boy Deluxe Edition. Hopefully, no more editions. Well, it'd be great to have editions, but hopefully no more subtractions in the next 2 weeks. Presumably, at this point, they've got a pretty good grasp of what's going to get shipped out on time, so hopefully that won't be changing anymore. Let me know in the comments below if any of these are releases that you were looking forward to, or any other just general thoughts on Record Store Day, Black Friday, or just vinyl and collecting in general. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we'll keep the conversation rolling. More videos to come. We'll see you soon. Take care.